Hello, so much to say today. Have you seen how my hair's sticking up a bit here? You can't really see it well on the video. Did you see that photograph yesterday that I posted? It was like a toilet brush because new hair is growing, and it's because it's only about that long. When I towel dry, I don't blow dry very much. When I towel dry it all sticks up. Yeah, so that's what that's about. So new hair winning. I just need it to get a little bit longer. Anyway, I haven't come here to talk about new hair. I've come to talk about wait, let's check that I'm in the right place. Have you also noticed that I'm getting my mojo back for Facebook Live and video? This is something that I was really scared of doing for a long time, for lots of reasons, but mainly because I felt like I looked a complete mess and I was worried about it, and I kept fidgeting and fussing, and I felt like everyone was going to judge me and think I was a failure, which is a bit sad, isn't it? Because I know you wouldn't be like that, or maybe there are people who would, and that's on them, that's okay. Yeah, but I've got my mojo back now because I feel better about myself. So I'm going to talk today about flip on the fat burning switch. Woo! What do I mean by that? That's because an email's gone out today and it was entitled Flip on the Fat Burning Switch of Worthiness. And I know that some of you aren't on my email list, so I'm going to read it to you, which is why I'm looking down there, because that's where my laptop is, not because I'm being rude. Okay, so I'm going to read that out now, because there will be some of you that need this message, but you won't have read that email. Okay, so here we go. Worthiness was the missing link for weight loss for me and my sister. We discovered this by accident during one of our long conversations about how we felt about weight gain. Wait, have a slurp of tea. It was one of those moments that makes you go really deep and get real with yourself. Have you had conversations like that? That can be quite confronting about getting really real. We were both carrying wounds from the past that made us feel like we weren't good enough. And this was a massive turning point in our weight loss journey, and thankfully it happened early in the process. Now, really think about that for a minute. I'm inviting you to take a pause and really think about that. If you're running, and I'm talking about me here, a story or hanging on to a core belief that you're not good enough, why would you ever invest in treating yourself well? Why? So for me, that was the root of the self-sabotage. And that was the root of what was driving poor food choices, not looking after myself, not engaging in any self-care. That was, or certainly it was lip service to self-care. It wasn't the stuff that I really needed. That was the issue. So if you've got old wounds from the past, which are making you feel unworthy, and really think about that, if there's a core belief there, whether it's come from the schoolyard, from parents, from an experience, from whatever it is. And side note, whatever happened to you has happened. It might have been really shit, and I'm sorry if it was. I too have had shit things happen, but it's up to me to heal. It's up to me to evolve, step up and make the rest of my life the best of my life. And I can either choose to stay stuck in it, which I was for a while, or I can step back, I can do the work, do the healing, and start to rise up, okay? So if you've got that old stuff in your past that's making you feel like you're not good enough, and it's a core part of your story. Also, second side note, you might not be aware of this, because the way that we think, it's like an iceberg. Your conscious mind's a tiny bit. You might have subconscious programming under here that is attached to not being good enough, not being worthy of anything, of love, of connection, of feeling happy, of abundance, of looking after yourself, or any other beliefs that are going to sabotage you with reference to health, well-being and weight loss. So have a look at what is going on for you. And if there are wounds in the past that are driving programming of I'm not good enough, you're never ever going to be able to look after yourself properly, which means you're not going to be able to achieve what you deserve, because those programs are going to sabotage you. So the pain from the past was stopping me from loving myself in the present moment. And also it was going to rob me of a healthy, happy future that I really deserved. See how that stuff from the past is so key in helping you to make any progress, but especially with weight loss. It certainly was for me. So my lack of self-care in these areas was driving poor choices, and quite frankly, and this is a bit of a shocking thing to say, self-abuse. Yes, it was abusing myself because I wasn't taking care of myself. If you're overweight, you probably find that quite confronting. I'm not judging you, I'm talking about me here. If this does resonate with you, then that is the work that I had to do and that my sister had to do in order to establish the new habits, in order to get some traction, in order to believe that we could do it. Once we recognised this, things became so much easier. We deserved to feel good about ourselves. No matter what was lurking in the past, it was time to shut that shit down and create a new reality. When you know that you deserve to feel good, then you behave in ways that support that. And on that note, you totally deserve to feel good. You deserve a life of happiness and health, even if you don't believe that yet. So borrow our belief in you, okay? I hope that's helped. I'm going to put the links underneath for our program, which is called 12 Lessons Lighter. And this is the type of stuff that we are teaching in that program. It's a 12-week program. It starts in January. There's an early bird price and a payment plan on the link that I'm posting, which you might be interested in looking at. And also I want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate you. I'm putting some stuff on there about worthiness, law of attraction. The content's quite diverse at the minute, so have a look and let me know what it is that you like. I appreciate every like, every comment, every subscribe, because they all help the algorithm. And it's a tiny little baby channel, so I could do with all the help I can get. I'll put a link up here, YouTube channel, in case any of you want to check it out. I'd massively appreciate a subscribe, a like, a comment. That would really help me. 1,000 subscribers is the golden number, and I'm currently at about 720, 719, I think. I'd love to get to that 1,000. If you can help me with that, I'd be super appreciative. And I do read all the comments and I do reply to them as well, so that would be lovely. Yes, so I hope that's helped. Weight loss and worthiness, the link, the fat burning switch for me was definitely about digging in and doing the work on my old wounds, because until I started to believe that I was worthy of a different experience, I was never going to allow myself to do that. You can see 12 lessons over my shoulder there. It's like lesson 1 in 12 lessons, isn't it? Be open to possibility. Until I opened myself to the possibility that I was worthy of this by looking at my old wounds, then I was never going to be able to install the behavioural changes, because I would have just kept sabotaging it all of the time. So I hope that helps. I hope you have a good day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you soon. Okay, goodbye.